Hello and welcome back to my channel. I am Mercedes and this is the Frugal Life with Mercedes. So I got married on Saturday. If you guys have seen my community post, you know that I've been talking about this for a long time about getting married. So we got married on Saturday, and so I am a married woman as of Saturday. And it was just an absolutely lovely day. We had the ceremony and the reception at Brandon's grandpa's house, and his grandpa had gotten an arbor for us to get married under, and my mother put some green garland on it, and it was really nice. My sister made me this flower headpiece. You guys can go to the community tab and see the picture of it. My wedding dress I got for $9 secondhand. It still had tags on it, and I got it. I think Brandon and I were dating a couple of weeks or a couple of months or something like that. So we weren't even engaged yet, but I knew that I was going to marry him, so I went ahead and bought it. And I wore another sundress after the ceremony and after we took pictures, because it was like almost 100 degrees on Saturday. We got married in the evening, but it still was really hot. And it was a really small wedding, but Brandon's aunt and grandpa and my parents and all my siblings put a lot of work and effort into the wedding, and I'm really grateful for everybody, and it was just really lovely. So Brandon and I are super excited to be married. It's going to take him some getting used to wearing a wedding ring, but he got I think it's called tungsten. It's like a metal, but he also got a silicone ring to wear for work, so if it gets caught on anything, he won't break a finger, and he'll probably mostly wear the silicone ring, which is fine with me. But it was a really lovely day, and it was beyond my expectations. And I'm just really happy to be married. I was feeling a little bit sad because it's like over now. Like, we've been talking about the wedding for so long. Just kind of like bittersweet that the wedding is over, and you're a bride for a day and that's it. But at the same time, it's nice that it's like that part is over, and I think we were just really excited to be married. And of course, if you guys watch my channel, you know that Brandon and I already considered ourselves spiritually married. I really hate to be that person and be like, it's a piece of paper, because I know some people really hold value in the legalness of the marriage, but I can speak for myself and for Brandon that a marriage is not about making it legal or not making it legal. It's about the true commitment that people have together, because there are people that are not married and will never be married and have a wonderful relationship, a true commitment, and dedication to each other. And there are people that are married that don't have those things. It was important for us to get married, but you either are married in your heart or you're not. Do you know what I mean? And I'm sure people could argue that point, but that's just my personal opinion. But it was important for both of us to make it legal. But our biggest thing was trying to keep the relationship as much as it has been as possible, because we obviously really enjoy the relationship that we have. And I've gotten a lot of questions about a honeymoon. We are going to go on a honeymoon in September. Reason being, I personally don't really like the idea of going on a honeymoon after the wedding, because to tell you the truth, I'm kind of like exhausted right now. We had, people from out of town, and, there's just a lot of things that go on the days before and the day of the wedding. And then the thought of, like, I told Brandon yesterday, I was like, could you imagine like us leaving for our honeymoon right now? And he's like, no. He's like, I'm glad you suggested that we go later. So we're going back to work tomorrow, and it'll be business as usual, just regular. And then we are going to go on our honeymoon in September. And also, it is much cheaper where we are going to go on our honeymoon in September than it is right now in the middle of summer. So plus it'll be really nice, like, to start the end of summer, early fall, going on our honeymoon, and then gearing up into the holiday season. So anyway, that just kind of works for us, right? When we were planning it. So I am married, but I'm just really excited, and everything went really lovely, and it was just a really, really nice wedding, and I couldn't have asked for anything else. It was the wedding of my dreams. Do you know what I mean? And I know not everybody's as fortunate as I am to get to say that. And some people have a much grander idea of what a wedding is going to look like. And for me, the biggest thing was Brandon, and our actual ceremony was a couple of minutes long. It wasn't just because it was really hot. Like, that's what we wanted. We wanted a very, very short ceremony. And then we had a barbecue. So it was really lovely. Okay, guys, so thank you so much for watching. And until next time, bye.